Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Crafty Closet. Let me just first start off by saying, y'all, I really missed you. I know I haven't posted in a minute, but life has been life and sometimes it catches up to you. You got to take time, get it together, and now I'm back. So I can't wait to show you guys what we're working on today. So for this project, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a left pocket placement image on the shirt. What is that? That's when you have, the little small images right on the top of your shirt. You can do it on the left or the right, but today we're doing a left pocket placement. And this is a kid-friendly tween, teen type of project you can do. I'm going to give you the tools, and then you can make it work for an adult. So here we go. So for this project, you're going to need a hoodie. Now this is a 50-50 hoodie, cotton blend. And this is a youth, because this is the one my kid chose. Remember, I'm doing this image for him. This is what he asked me to put together. So I have my hoodie here. And then next you're going to need some heat transfer vinyl. Now I have both yellow and black. My yellow is Caesar Easy Weed, and my black is the HDB Runt, y'all. Always got to be in here somewhere, right? And then you're also going to need a little piece of scrap vinyl. So if you have any little pieces of scrap vinyl, pull it out, because I'm going to show you guys how to make something with this to help you in your placement of the image that we're doing, if that makes sense. It might not make sense right now, but once we get into it, it's going to make a whole lot of sense. So if you got a little piece of vinyl scrap, pull it out so you can use it. Then you're going to need your t-shirt ruler, but you're going to need like a full t-shirt ruler. And the full t-shirt ruler is going to have these little lines here on the t-shirt ruler. So t-shirt ruler with these little center lines here is the reason for it, and it all has to do with the project we're doing today. Then, of course, you're going to need your mats. We're using both the 12 by 12 and the 12 by 24 Cricut mat, and of course your measuring tape, your weeding tool, your vinyl cutter, and everything you use to go ahead and get your crafting on. Of course, your heat press. Now, want to learn how to do a left pocket placement image so you can get it right and tight and have it looking cool? Then you know what you got to do. You got to stick around. And I'm so happy to be back, y'all. Let's get into it. Okay, now let's get into this left pocket placement project. I know that's a lot. Try saying that 5 times. All right, so this image, again, this is my kid chose this. He wanted me to put this on a hoodie for him, so this is the image he chose. This is all him. So I already have it uploaded on my design space. I'm going to show you what we're working with today. And where is it? Because, there you go. So yeah, we working with a little bit of Boss Simpson here. Now, this is a layered file I got off of Etsy. I don't know if you guys notice a lot of times when you download files, especially from places like Etsy, the colors or the layers are in a cajillion pieces. So look at this. If I wanted to layer this, that means I have to put all of these pieces together and, attach them. But I'm not even working with the colors because he doesn't want the colors. He just wants the outline of Bart. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, oh, look at that. See? Now you see how this is one color, this is one color? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hide what I don't want. I don't want those layers. And I only want this. This is all I want, is this outline of Bart. So I'm going to go ahead. I have my outline together and I'm going to attach it. And now this is my one image that's going to cut, which is what I want. Now remember, this is a left pocket. This is a pocket placement image. So that means it's going to be small and at the top on the left, like, the little small, like where you have like sometimes your logos or things like that on a shirt. Now I'm going to show you guys how we figure it out. first thing you're going to do is you are going to go to your shapes, and then you're going to go get your square, and you're going to set your square to 4.5 by 4.5. So I'm going to go ahead and let me pull this. Oh, jeez. All right. Girl, what we doing? What is we doing? Where is my square? All right. I don't know. Okay. Let me just go ahead and put it 4.5 by 4.5. When I locked it, it gives me the perfect proportions for what I want. Now, this square is going to be your window, right? This is your window into what you can do with that pocket placement and how you can place it and where you can place it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and turn it to white. Now, what this means is when you're doing pocket placements, they say you shouldn't use more than this size image. So you shouldn't, this size square space. So you shouldn't use more than 4.5 by 4.5 for your image to be in that, left-sided, the little corner part that you want. So now, as you can see, Bart is too long for this. So first, let me bring him to the front. And now, he would be too, if I kept him this way, you could see he's too high for the space that we need to work within. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring him in a little. Now, this image is actually a narrow image, so it's tall, but it's like narrow. And this is the space in which we will be working with for our image to go in for our shirt. So remember, this is our circumference, this is our area, this is our window, this is what we want, this is where we're going to have our Bart placed on the shirt. Now, we're not using this. This is just when I told you guys, have some scrap handy. You can use this as your little ruler guide. So you can take this square, cut it out, always keep it to the side, and then when you go to try to figure out how to put your images and where they belong on your shirts, you just put this little square on there, and you'll know how much space you have to work with, whether to the left or to the right, up or down. You'll know I can't have my words go all the way across this way. They'll be too long. So it's good, and it's good as a guide. Now, we're going to work off of design space, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to measure it on the design space before we go ahead and actually hands-on do it and we center it ourselves. So now, the first thing you're going to do, because remember, if you have the rulers that come with the center line, which is the pocket placement line, which I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, it'll make a lot more sense when we are doing this type of design. Now, let's go ahead and let's get our sweatshirt together, right? So I got a beige hoodie, and this is my kid's hoodie. Now these little projects are good if you have any type of teen, tween, anything in between when they come to you saying, oh, I don't have anything to wear, and I need this, I need that. You can turn a plain Jane into something really cool, and they get a new outfit in the process. So now, this is our hoodie we're working with. I'm going to go ahead and just change the color, because y'all know I'm super visual. I got to see it to believe it. That's the only way it's going to make sense to me, y'all. So now, yeah, it's like this type of beige. I'm going to change it to, it's a medium, just so I can have, a real idea of what I'm doing here. So let me go back and get my color, which was you. We're going to take the grid boxes off. I'm going to move Bart over here, and I'm going to make this bigger so we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to show you guys how you figure out how to actually place this where it belongs. So let's bring him over here, and let's just put him right here on the back. Now, this is our hoodie, right? And this is when I told you guys this is your place. This is your area. Oh, my God. This is your area that you're working with. This is the area that you should have no bigger, no smaller. Well, you can make it smaller. It's up to you on what type of image you're using, but just know that this is your window. This is what you have to work with, and this is where your image should fit in. So if we go ahead and put Bart in here, As you can see, he fits a little tight. So let me bring him down some. He's just a little too big for me. All right, and now I like this one better. It looks a lot bigger. Now this is where it's going to go, actually, y'all. Now I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna show you how you figure out how to center this. We're gonna go ahead and go up to our shapes. We're gonna get a score line, and then we're just gonna use this as a ruler. Now, rule of thumb is you're supposed to measure to get the center of your design from the collar, the top collar, the collar of your shirt, to make your image centered. Now, your t-shirt ruler is going to be covered in this area, so you already know it's going to have where, you go here, it'll be the circle, your measurements will be there. So use your imagination. Just put it in your head when you're doing it so that it makes sense to you while you're looking at it as in essence a blank hoodie, and it's not looking like anything and doesn't make any sense. But again, this is going to be what we're going to use to try to measure it, just to get a visual on our actual canvas. But when we go over and I show you guys how to actually place it hands on your sweatshirt, it'll make a lot more sense. So now this is our center line, and this is according to measurements. This is going to be where your left will be sent. This is going to be where your left centered portion should be. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the square here, and now you can do the 4-finger rule. You can measure your fingers from the top to the bottom to get 4 fingers to align it so that you know it's not too high, it's not too low, but it's perfectly centered. And they said it should be about 3.5, but I'm going to show you guys how I figured it out on my own. But again, this is our square space we have to work with. What am I doing, y'all? Okay, this is our square space we have to work with. We're going to go ahead and put this here. And now this is supposed to be how our little man bought is centered on our image. Let me move this because that'll probably confuse y'all. But this is going to be our center line. And this is going to be where Bart goes. Now, you want to make sure, that's why I said this is good to have as a guide, because if you didn't, you may put it too far over and it'll be almost in the armpit. So as you can see, he's not centered and he's too far to the left. And again, you could take the same rule, move him over here if you didn't have this in place, and then you can see he's too far to the right. So this is how you're going to center it, center your image. Now, this is where he's going. That's it. Y'all know I had to do a little extra on here, so I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do on his hoodie right quick. We're going to go ahead to our text, and I'm going to write The Simpsons. And this is where our yellow vinyl's coming in. Let me just bring this out. Now I'm going to go to my font. This is a system font because I downloaded it from Dafont for free, and it's called the Simpsons font. Look at that, y'all. Now I'm going to go ahead and change this to yellow, because y'all know I think the Simpsons colors are yellow. And this is, I'm going to put this on the sleeve. I already measured it, but this is just to show you guys exactly what it's going to look like. And I'll show you, if you want to put image on the sleeve, you know how to make sure you place it the right way, so when their arm is out, you can actually read it. And that's it. What you think? We're going to get rid of our square. Don't forget, this is your extra vinyl I told you about. Just cut it out, use it as a guide, and it'll work for you. We don't need you anymore. Thank you for your service. And my score line, don't need that either. And this is it. Now, wait till we actually use our hands on approach and place this stuff on our garment. As always, I appreciate you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe, notification bell, share, all that good stuff that comes with watching me on YouTube, because it really does help me out. Make sure to stick around to the end so we can see how this comes out. And also, I can show you guys how to actually place it when we have our t-shirt ruler that comes with that center line. I just showed you guys how to figure out. And we're going to see if it rocks or not. As always, be well, my friends. Take it easy, y'all.